What's up, guys? I got my gears back today. I just came from picking it up like about an hour ago, and I beat the rain. It started pouring like right when I got home. So here they are. And right now I'm just gonna get everything prepped for installing the gears, because like for the back part I still gotta scrape off like the old gasket on the axle housing, and for the front I can just pretty much bolt that up, but I gotta clean that first. And then probably tomorrow I'll install the diffs, and hopefully this truck is drivable again. So crossing my fingers that everything will go well. And I also stopped by O'Reilly's to grab some brake clean, and that's what we'll be using to clean inside of the diff, as well as the surface area where the third member and the axle housing meets. So hopefully there's no bugs inside. Yeah, no bugs. So we gotta clean off like all of this stuff right here. There's like residue from the old gasket all around here, and we're going to achieve that by using a razor blade. You can see that scraping off. Just pretty much do that to the whole thing. And we are also gonna clean inside here, because that's like all dirty gear oil residue. So I'm gonna work on that and get back with you guys in a bit. Boom. You guys can see that it's more clean inside now. And over here I got like all the loose stuff off and scraped it, and this is pretty much all there is. I guess those are like just stains. And now we're ready to throw in the third member up close and personal. So here's the pattern, the gear pattern, if you guys know what you're looking at, because I barely even know what I'm looking at, but looks good to me. And for those of you guys that guessed 488, you guys are correct. These were re-geared to 488s. So we'll be using Permatex Ultra Black gasket maker. This is the maximum oil resistant, which is usually used for like diffs and oil pans and whatnot. So you want to make sure that your surface is clean, and if it is clean, then we put our RTV. We're just putting a bead, not too thick and not too thin. We don't really want to put like too much close to the edge, because we don't want it to like seep inside. But yeah, I'll show you guys how it looks when I'm done, because this is kind of hard doing it with one hand. So this is how it looks after. I usually like to spread the RTV, like the bead of RTV, just so you can kind of get a gauge of like the thickness of the bead you laid, and like spread it evenly. And before we throw this on, you also want to make sure that this is clean. So we shot it with the brake clean and wiped it down as well. And then get ready to bench press this guy onto the axle housing. There it is. We got the third member on, and now we just gotta put back all the bolts around it and then throw our actuator for the e-locker on. And yeah, sorry guys, forgot to mention, I'm gonna go ahead and put some Loctite on the threads before I actually tighten it. And I just want to note that when you tighten your bolts, you want to do it little by little in like a cross pattern, just as you would with like your wheels and stuff. So the first round, we don't want to go like all the way tight yet. Just want to do it little by little. So after we finish doing that, we pop our axles, the axle shafts back in, kind of wiggle it in. Then we put the 4 nuts that's holding the whole rear hub to the axle housing. Then you tighten that down, and you do that to both sides. And don't forget to plug in the actuator for the e-locker. Then once you do all of that, you reconnect your brake line and your ABS wire to the sensor, and put back the drain plug and fill it up with gear oil. Then hook up the drive shaft, which is hanging up there, and after that the back is done. But yeah guys, that's pretty much the process for like the back, since I didn't show the disassembly part to you guys the last time, and it's getting kind of late, so I'm just gonna finish what I can for today and do the rest tomorrow. So I'll check in with you guys again tomorrow. What's up guys, we're back, and as you guys can see, I got the back done. The front diff is back in along with the CV axles. So now we just gotta fill it up with gear oil. So I think we have everything together. The gear fluid is in, got the drive shaft bolted up, and the spindles connected to the lower control arms. And now we just gotta throw on the tires. So I actually decided to try and polish the insides too, and this is how they came out, and it looks pretty good. I mean, it's not that shiny compared to like the front, the face of the wheel, but at least it's like smooth, so it'll be easier to wipe dirt off when they're on the truck. And I got the back wheels over there. So yeah, here we go guys. Boom. So the truck is off the jack stands and on the ground, but we have a dead battery. So I gotta wait for that to charge so I can start the truck and go and test drive it. And I guess in the meantime, I'll put away all of my mess. But yeah, I'm excited guys, can't wait. Alright guys, we're finally in the truck. Got it started, and here we go. It's the first ever drive with the gears. So I'm on the freeway now, and the truck feels amazing. My temps my transmission temperature is at like 152, so I could already see like a difference in transmission temperatures. It's running cooler now with the gears because the trans isn't like working too hard to push the truck, and that's a good thing. And I noticed like when going up hills and stuff, there's like less resistance and I don't really have to gas it as much. So I'm home now, guys. How's the painted frame though? Looking good, looking good. Way cleaner. Hopefully I can keep it clean, but I just gotta take care of like the exhaust part because that side is still dirty. So I still gotta break in the diff, and after that I guess I'll try and test it out like when I go up Makakilo Hill or the H3 freeway, because those hills are like super steep, and when I used to go up there before, those were like the areas where my transmission temps would climb and the truck would kind of have like a lot of resistance going up the hill. So yeah, we'll see how the 488s do with that. So I'll check in with you guys after I break it in and let you guys know how it goes. But shoot, I think I have another problem because I let it rest and I was trying to move it, but the truck wouldn't start again. So I'm not too sure if something is draining my battery or if my battery is just bad. But yeah, I gotta try and find that out and hopefully get it back up to 100% again. Because this guy gotta retire or I gotta go back into hibernation. He's been working hard. For the past 4 weeks, my truck was down. I gotta change the oil and do other stuff to it. Just pretty much like do a maintenance check. But I don't know. Yesterday with the 240, I noticed like a little bit of smoke coming out of the exhaust. So I'm not too sure what it is yet. So I gotta try to check compression and all that. Make sure my rings are good. Valve seals, hopefully it's like a turbo seal or something, and nothing really with the motor itself. But yeah, probably upgrade to a T28 turbo, but we'll see. I gotta save money already. So I guess that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share this vid with your friends and tell them to subscribe.